notes and everything, do them on the go, maybe they're stuck in traffic and everything. So this is a more complex solution, but we have a very simplified one here. We were trying to eliminate the negatives that we had when we were looking at this. So we had the negative of interaction, we had the negative of local universities, and so on. So we came up with the solution of we can have the local universities come together, and these local universities come up with content. These contents, they send it down to a governing body. This governing body is going to come up with the final content, more like authenticate what has been brought in. This content is going to be sent into the web e-learning or the mobile, exactly what we wanted. So on this other side, leave that alone now, we have the student. We had the negatives of students interacting with other students from other universities, students interacting with the academics, students interacting with the community. So we can have that as a combined figure. These guys can communicate over here. Then to get access to this content, they have to register. Because using this governing body on the other side, there's a regulation on how you can actually register and get access to the information. So you can register, log in. When you're logged in, you can go into the web or mobile, depending on what you have. We had the main solution of what we're doing is developing an application programming interface, an API, that will determine if I'm logged in using a mobile phone, what kind of information am I going to send in? If I'm logged in using a laptop or a computer, what kind of information am I going to send to you? So once you're logged in, you can access your notes, you can chat on issues and topics with your fellow students, you can also send in your assignments, and you can log out. So we're going to have him explain simply what I've been saying.
Thank you. So basically, instead of rewriting, redoing, recycling and starting afresh, basically a student goes to a URL. This URL, so the basis, what we are coming up with is the connection from the site to the current application, which is going to be the e-learning application. We don't want to rewrite it. We just want the connectivity through an API to it so that we can extend it. Any university can extend it the way they want so that we don't have conflicts here and there. So basically, the person will have to be registered or have to just log in and get into their interface, depending on the university that they're in. Now, this takes us back to the API. By opening up the API, the different universities will have access to the same content, but then they have their different access, as in extensions and everything, which is very good. We don't tamper with the core location. The information, so the student can then send information to a lecturer. Lecturer can pick the information. So it's going to be more of web-based, let me say cloud computing, whereby everything can be done on the web. And you can go and tick and say, hey, this is wrong. You can even check if the student who logged in downloaded the assignment, okay? So all this can be done real time. Then you can go back and say, hey, correct or wrong, or even we can add on SMS functionality within the application. But the core part is we're thinking of two things, the API and just cloud computing, so that everything happens outside. You only need to have a browser. Yeah, and that's our solution for that. Thank you.